They don't know how to get started. They don't know how to turn their expertise into a business. Well, I'm going to show you how to do it today in just 5 steps, no money down, no money needed, $0. You can do this literally with no money. If this sounds like something you've been dreaming about, then stick with me because today I'm sharing the exact steps you need to get started. Plus, I'm also going to give you some key things that you can stop worrying about that will keep you stuck. So, if you stay to the end, I'm going to give you a couple of bonus tips that will fast track your success. And plus, I'll also show you how you can start pitching your services so you can get paid quicker. So let's first talk about the 5 things you absolutely must do in order to launch your consulting business. And remember, this is with 0 startup costs. So you cannot keep saying that I don't have the money, I don't know where to start, I don't know how to get going, I don't know what it is I need to do. I'm going to tell you right now. The first thing I need you to do, well, first, you need to get your pen and paper so you can take notes so that you can do these things. And these are things that can be done within the next 24 to 72 hours. You can literally have your consulting business set up within the next 24 to 72 hours. So the first thing I need you to do, I need you to choose a flexible name. So let's talk about this for a minute. When I say choose a flexible name, I need you to pick a name that allows you to pivot as you grow. I don't want you to box yourself into something that's too narrow, like Johnson's tutoring service. When you do things like that, that's going to box you into people thinking that you only do tutoring. I'll also discourage you from making it your last name. Now, and I say this specifically to women who are in the world of consulting. When you have your business name, Johnson's Tutoring Service, and your name is Tanya Johnson, and you are negotiating with the superintendent or someone in HR or some community organization, and they want you to come down on your price, they want you to negotiate some of your terms, well, the final say stops with you because you are the owner of the business, the lead consultant of the business, the one doing the work. So everything stops with you because they know because it's Johnson's Tutoring Service. So you don't have to go and check with anybody. So you're really taking away your ability to negotiate when you lock yourself in or when you use a name that is your own name. So I want you to think big and I want you to think broad so that as your business evolves, so can you. So instead of saying like Johnson's Tutoring Services, you might say that you are innovative educational services. You see what I'm saying? So I'm just trying to give you a quick example. Okay, so that's step number 1. Step number 2, I want you to head to your Secretary of State website. Go ahead, put it in right there on your computer. Head to your Secretary of State website, and I want you to register your business. You have your business name. Now you need to incorporate it with your Secretary of State. You can do this yourself. Go onto the site, and when you go on there, the Secretary of State is going to give you what's known as a charter. And so this charter is incorporating your business. Now, your state will charge you whatever the fee is for your state. I'm in Missouri, and the fee in Missouri is $59. I think the fee in Ohio is $31. Chicago, if you're in the Illinois area, is $300. The most expensive one, let me tell you, the most expensive one is the state of California, and it's $800. But there are so many of them that are $40, $50, $60, $80. A couple of them are $110, $125, but it's not super expensive. And that's the one fee that you will pay. And then all you have to do is really think about how can I pay this fee without, interrupting my bills. I'm gonna be honest with you. For those of us who go to the nail salon and get our nails done, that'll pay for your fee. When you get that mani pedi or just those beautiful nails that we wear, that's the fee. Sometimes we might have to wear these braids for an extra couple of weeks so that the money that we were going to use, we can go ahead and pay to get our business incorporated. So there are a number of ways. For me, it's real simple. When I have something like this to do, I'm not going out to brunch next week. I'm not going to do brunch. I'm not going to hang with my sisters, because whenever I hang with my sisters and we're having a great time, honey, it's always costing me money. Okay, so all I got to do is sit it out for a week or two, and that creates the money. So let's get those businesses incorporated. And then once you do your filing on the Secretary of State, then you need to create your articles of organization and your operating agreement. Guess what? That's free online. Right there online, you can pull up articles of organization and put your state name behind it and ask for a free template. It'll give you the template, the same thing for the operating agreement. Trust me when I say do these things now, and you will never have to come back and do them over again. And you will see how this is going to be so beneficial for you later on. There are so many people who start the business, they pick the name, they'll get their LLC through the Secretary of State, and they will get the next step, which is your EIN number. And they will say, I have a business and I'm finished. That's not it. There are other people who will just apply for an EIN number in your own name. People, please don't do that. Please don't do that. We need to separate business and personal. So number one, choose your flexible business name. Number two, register your business. Number three, get your articles of organization. Number four, get your operating agreement. Those templates are free, available online. Number five, I think it is, get your EIN number, and that's free, irs.gov. It comes electronically, but you will need your business name that's incorporated in your state, and then that EIN number will match your business name. And then the last step is for you to go ahead and set up your business, go and get you a business checking account at any bank. You can go to any bank or credit union. You want a commercial checking account, and they will normally set that up for you for maybe $25, but you don't have to have hundreds of dollars. Some of them will set it up for $5. All you have to do is make a $5 deposit. The most that I've heard is $50, but most of them say just put something in it to open the account. $5. Most of us just go with a round number of $25 to open the account. Now, that's done. These are the first steps. If you're wondering how to get started, this is how you get started. If you stop thinking about the 25 things after this and just focus on this, trust me, if you focus on getting the business set up, I promise you the next steps will appear for you. But you got to get the business set up. Your goal has to be to make money in the business. Now, if you're one of those people, you're listening to this and you're saying, oh, that sounds like a lot, that's technical, I don't want to go on the Secretary of State's website, I don't know if I want to do all that, I don't know if I have time to do all that, that's okay. You don't have to do that. If you don't want to deal with the technical details, you can consider using a company like Incfile, incfile.com, or LLC University, and they will set it up for the exact same price that your Secretary of State would charge you for the lowest package that they offer. So they'll handle the paperwork for that small fee so that you can just focus on growing the business. So now I need us to stop saying that I don't know how to get started, because the way to get started is to get the business set up. But let me tell you what the next steps are, because now that we're clear on that, let me clear up some common myths that we have. I'm going to give you 5 things that you don't need to do. Stay with me. Stay with me. 5 things that you do not need to do to get this business up and going. Now, I know that sometimes we get really confused and we think that we got to have all of these things. You do not. You do not need a website. Stop. Don't go out here spending money on a website. You do not need a fully developed website to get started. Your expertise and your results are going to speak louder than any fancy online graphics will. If you will just trust me with this, I know people who are making well into the 6 figures, $400,000 and $500,000 a year, and they do not have a website right now. You do not need a logo or branded colors yet. A lot of times we think when it's time to start a business, oh, let me get my logo, let me get my colors, let me get my website. No. Don't stress about these professional logos or a complete branding package. You need to be working on having your proven model and getting clients lined up, okay? So once we get the business set up, that's the first step. The second step, We're working on getting clients, bringing money into the business. So the third thing that I don't want you to do, I don't want you to overinvest in marketing material. You don't need brochures. You don't need business cards. You don't need a big social media launch. You don't need those things. I need you to focus on the essentials. And then number four, I hear people saying this, and I don't know when this started happening or who told you this. You can start this business on your own. You do not need to hire staff. You are not closing deals yet. You're not bringing money in yet. So why do you think you need a virtual assistant? Why do you think you need a social media manager? What are we talking about here? You do not need any employees yet. You need a contract. But we got to get the business started, which means incorporating it, getting it done correctly, and then we move to the next step. Can we do that step first, and then we can unlock the next step? And then the last thing you don't need, and this is gonna relieve a lot of you all. You do not need to have every detail of your consulting program figured out from the start. You do not need to have all of that. You need to know what your area of expertise is. You need to be able to communicate what you're really good at. If you're really good at writing IEPs and supporting parents with kids with IEPs, that's all you need to be able to talk about. You can build and refine your offerings as you grow. You don't have to have your packages all laid out. Many times you're going to create the package on the spot. So don't let people fool you into telling you that you need to have everything. No, no, no. We are building the plane as we fly it, folks, because we need to bring money in. You already have your check dedicated to your house note, your car note, car insurance, light, gas, sewer, telephone, children, your kids' clothes, field trips, grocery, household supplies. Your money is already allocated. That money is not meant to build a business. That's meant to take care of you and your household. So now we're going to build the business at little to no cost. And then we're going to bring money into that business so that now the business is supporting itself and providing income into your personal account. So let me ask you this. Are you ready to stop overcomplicating things and start building your own consulting business with what you already know? You don't need to go out and get another certification. You don't need another degree. You don't need to sit in another class. I want you to think about this. Every day that you delay, you're missing out on opportunities to secure your first contract and to change your future. So I've told you what to do to get the business started. Guess what? Guess what? I want to give you a bonus tip. If you're serious, I've given you what to do to get started. Do that. And then sign up. I'm going to put the link below. Sign up for my free pitch class, and then I'm going to show you how to pitch your services so that you can bring your first contract in, because schools have money that has to be spent by June 30th, 2025, which is in just a couple of months. It's March now, April, May, June, 3 months. That money has to be gone, over with. And if they don't, it has to go back to the state. Well, nobody wants to give money back. So the key is, when you get the business set up, you've done that. You've been trying to get started. You haven't been able to get started. You've been overthinking this. You've been overcomplicating this. I just gave you the first 5 steps. Do those things. Sign up for my free masterclass on Saturday, the 22nd at 9 a.m. Central Time. Then I'm going to show you how to pitch your services. See how we can make this really simple? We can make it really simple. I'll show you how to craft a winning pitch so that you can go out here and secure a contract. So if you are ready, let's get this started. Stop steady saying, I don't know how to start. I don't know what I need to do. I've been thinking about this. I've been dreaming about this. God told me that I need to do this. If you're really serious, do the steps I gave you. And then I told you the 5 things that you don't need to do so you can erase those from your memory. And then sign up for my masterclass on March 22nd. And anybody who's been to my masterclasses, they know I give you the real stuff. I don't pretend like I'm going to give you something to then try to sell you something. I tell you actually what you need to do. From my last masterclass that I did just last month, we've had at least 5 to 10 people close contracts. And they've sent receipts, and I'll show you the receipts during the masterclass. So I'm not just giving you thoughts and ideas or concepts of how. No, I'm telling you what you need to do to pitch your services. A lot of times we just don't know how to pitch, but you can't pitch if you don't have the things done that need to be done. Schools don't do business with people, they do business with other businesses. So let's get this set up. If you have expertise in whatever it is, if a school needs it, they're looking for you. It may not be the school district that you're in, but we're going to talk about that too. Who to pitch to, how to pitch, when to pitch, and when not to pitch, because some people don't know when not to pitch. So I hope this has been helpful. I hope that those people who've been wondering how to get started, and if you know someone who's looking to get started, send them this video, because those people who keep saying, "Oh, I want to be able to sell my services. Oh, they should have paid me for this." They need a business. They need to be able to pitch their services. They need to be able to get paid for what it is they do. And I promise you, people will pay you for it. You've just never asked. You've been so excited to do it for free. You never thought to ask, and nobody's going to volunteer to pay you. Okay. So go ahead and do the 5 things I told you to do. Get signed up for the free masterclass on March 22nd. If you're not able to make it, you'll also get the recording the next day after the class. So it's a win-win situation, people. I'm telling you, it's too many contracts out here for me to work. So if you're interested and you want to get your first contract, or maybe you work for a consulting company and you're ready to start working on your own, or maybe you just need to get reoriented into how to close your own contracts, come on to the Pitch Masterclass. Let me show you how to pitch your services